because I'm not good in academic, but I just started myself to learn in this internet world. What is the internet services, internet digital marketing services, and why this someone is getting more traffic on someone is not getting less. One thing I can say, my mom and dad gave me the complete freedom to explore. They never ever restricted me to do, but whenever I'm going off track, they will try to knock my head and take me in on track, but they will let me to try lots of things. That's the same thing I am even planning to do for my kids as well. If I can do, anyone can do that, because in my college I don't even have any kind of strong exposure to talk in front of people. I can't even make communication in one or two lines continuously. It's more of like it's completely introvert.
Welcome to the CoffeeQs Show, where we sit down with some of the brightest minds in leadership for candid conversations over coffee. From insights on steering organizations to personal stories that shaped their journey, we bring you the human side of leadership. So grab your coffee, sit back, and join us for a fresh take on the leaders beyond the boardroom. Welcome to a new episode of the CoffeeQs Show. Today, we are joined by Pradeep Kumar, fondly known as Praddy, a dynamic leader driving success at NP Digital India. From a very young age, Praddy's guidance has led his company NP Digital to grow and emerge as a powerhouse in performance marketing. So let's welcome Praddy and learn about his passion for innovation and the experiences and values that drive him to shape NP Digital India's journey towards becoming one of the top 10 digital marketing agencies in the country. So welcome Praddy to the CoffeeQs Show. I'm really excited for today's conversation with you.
Thanks, Ekta, for the introductory, what you have been highlighted. It's so glad to see and talk with your audiences. I am so excited to share my experiences. And as a part of my business journey, I want to share what's all the things I have experienced, so that everyone can feel that, and at least they can also learn something from me. It's more kind of me to share those things.
Thank you so much, Praddy. In fact, the best part of these conversations is that leaders tend to share their, personal experiences. Many a times, we have heard experiences that perhaps nobody knows about them till now. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope we are able to unearth some really, gems of your life, which people can learn from, like you mentioned. Yeah. So with that, I'll start with the questions. So, Praddy, you became an entrepreneur at an early age. That's what you shared with us before, in our initial conversations. So, what's one aspect of your personality that has actually stayed constant throughout all the highs and lows that you have experienced in life till now?
I know to handle the people with much more care, respect, and freedom, because that is the one thing which never ever changed in me. I have multiple businesses in terms of agencies. In that, I am the recent on my journey has been a huge stake in NP Digital India, where we just try to assemble the bright minds, and we are taking along with them in the next level of journey. So in my agency's lifestyle, I want to make the people to feel much more comfortable. When you are making them equal, among equal, then the rest of everything will fall in place in both uptime and downtime.
Okay, that's really nice to hear, because many a times we forget that people who work with us are actually having the same emotional requirements in life, and the moment we start treating them as one of us, I think the whole equation changes. Yeah. So great to hear that, Praddy. Now, tell me, behind every leader, there's a story and perhaps an experience that becomes a turning point in their lives. So, is there any such turning point for you in your life? I mean, is there a defining moment in your life that shaped the person who you are today?
While I just studying college, because I never had a full-time experiences working in any company, because I am a kind of started my journey from the early stage. It's from while studying college itself. I just started working for some of the freelancing stuffs in the college, because my college let the freedom to do so, because they have a good internet facility. And I just try to explore with lots of bloggers and blogging development and blog management. Like in the internet, we can share blogs now. There are lots of podcasts and everything is been here to make the journal. But at the time, there was blogs which has been maintained, and it's been speaking a lot about the outside world or products or whatever. With that, I just started the journey and started exploring myself, learning, because I'm not good in academic, but I just started myself to learn in this internet world. What is the internet services, internet digital marketing services, and why this someone is getting more traffic on someone is not getting less that kind of traffic, why more of attention is going only for few websites, why like that many questions have been raised. I started exploring, keep on exploring, chasing, reading. And then while studying education itself, I just started my company. At that time, the people started working for me on the many stuff related to internet. In that, I just slowly made my company launched in before 15 years. And then I just started little bit of work here and there, finding the right people, educating them, sitting along with them, explaining what I have done. I wanted them to emulate as a mirror. I just explaining them everything and make them to do so. And they actually started educating the others. I will be more transparent about what all the things I have experienced. With that, I just started with SEO services, web development. And with that, I just started learning about what SEO is really into, why it has been here, and what that services is giving the good returns for the client. With that, I just exploded continuously working with lots of outside country brands, and more of the Western agencies are still being my clients for my other agencies. So it's more of like with them, what are the fulfillment activities I need to do from SEO point of view. And I just try to explore and finding the right people, exploring with the right mindset along with me to join in my journey, and giving the space for them, treating them in the same aspect of what is the right thing to do for the end client, and building a strong relationship between everyone. And slowly the journey started thriving. And I seen lots and lots of ups and downs. Whenever the SEO is not in our control, it's the control is only with Google or major search engines. And whenever they bringing up with lots of different algorithmic changes, lots of issues will be back and forth arises, and I want to really quickly adapt into that, learn from that. And it's more of like a roller coaster ride. But collectively, after many years of trial and errors, the last 7 8 years, where we started in a spike, again we gone down, now we have gone into the good stage for all my companies. And it is really supporting me to even start NP Digital India at 2019 by connecting along with Neil and Mike Emo, my other co-founders, where they have seen my past exposures, and they agreed, okay, you have something to do so with NP. And I just told them, let's start in India and we can make something out of your brand value so big in India. Why can't we do the best for our clients, who are the some of the clients are even followers for you? We can try to do so. With that, we started the journey again in India, and that also started growing by doing the same formula I did it in my past companies. I mean the other companies. So with that, the fact of making the people, making the understanding them, teaching them, and giving the right mindset for them, it made my journey to start from the zero to the level what I have built as a multi-million dollar agencies now. It has been the huge part of the journey, because one thing I will say to all of your audiences, if I can do, anyone can do that. Because in my college, I don't even have any kind of strong exposure to talk in front of people. I can't even make communication in one or two lines continuously. It's more of like it's completely introvert. And when I say about introvert, I'm not demeaning the introvert capabilities, but I'm saying that whenever a time situation to make yourself to speak up, I even don't have such kind of a confidence to speak. But one thing still made me to stand here is about my perseverance and the grit what I have on the work, on the people, and the trust on the work and the people, which made me to stand to the level of the growing agencies here in India and abroad. That's what really happening. And I wanted to say that's one huge experiences I want to share.
I think that's a very crucial point that you have mentioned here about not understanding what Google is up to, and trying to decipher how exactly to carry out the SEO and stuff. I think a lot of our audience would connect with that, because we as a company, we also face that so many times. You have been able to crack it, perhaps because that's your core business, but we have not been able to crack it yet. So thanks for sharing that, and thanks for sharing that how you have persevered throughout all these experiences that you had, trying to understand what's behind this entire Google algorithm and stuff, and trying to build your company around it, to the extent that today you have tied up with Neil Patel, and you have been able to create a brand out of it in India as well through your business, right? So great, thanks for sharing that with us. Now, as someone who has bootstrapped, multiple successful ventures, you just mentioned about those, what's one major lesson about entrepreneurship that you would like to share, with aspiring leaders as well as your mentees? Yeah.
You want to first believe on yourself. In whatever the case, I will tell one thing is believe on yourself. That's a so hard thing. The no one in this world to prove. The only person you want to prove is you. So if you're doing that for making yourself to understand that I can do, and I will try to learn, I will try to chase for whatever the answers I couldn't find. I will try to find it with some kind of determination and the search and the learning. And if I want to go with to ask for some other mentors or some coaches, I will try to take up that as well. So in that, you want to first understand that you want to have a strong belief in yourself. It's not about any industry, irrespective of industry or irrespective of any services or products or whatever the business you are into. I will say that first you want to have a strong belief on yourself, and in that it's not a generic term. I will tell it's more of like sometimes the people will feel motivated and sometimes the people won't be feeling motivated. It's more of like they will confuse motivation with actions. I will tell that actions, when you do the actions, the motivation will follow with that. So with that, you want to take every day small action. You want to decide where you want to go, and it's about like for a bootstrapping, for sure I just only got one laptop from my dad. and I have built more than needed what I need to be living in this world. And it's more of like, as a bootstrap, I never ever asked any other person for additional funds. It's more of like, I try to do all my mistakes with from my own earnings, so that I don't want to have any kind of regretful thoughts, or why I just burnt the other thing which not worked out, and need on a day, and I gone into being answerable for someone. It's not like that. I just made a commitment. Whatever the stuff I do it slowly, but with focus. I want to earn, and I want to do the next try, and I want to earn from that. If you are having a service business, it's all about like, initial days you want to build the trust between the clients who are working with this. You should not see, or you should not ask for money. They will give you. If they are real professionals, if they are into business, if you do your stuff without having any kind of like, I want this money, you just try to give around $5,000 for a service or something like that, it won't happen in that way for a bootstrapping. You want to prove something by giving them best results or best return of investments. Then they will be already will come to a mindset to ask you that, what can I do for you? You are working for me. I didn't even paid you. Say me, I can't get any stuff for free. I want to be more professional. Everyone will come and ask. So that's the initial kind of a trust. Such kind of client who I just initially connected before 15-16 years, still they are working with me. In the same way how I just respect the people, first I will give maximum my time with them. Still most of my people are with me in that way, because I respect them a lot, and I have a strong relationship with them in both ups and down time. It is the way they will see that, okay, if I go with some kind of a steps, they will follow with that. And with that, I will say that, let's come together, we learn, we do mistakes, no problem. It's all about like, we don't want to worry about that. We came here without anything. What's there to lose? What's the worst case it will happen? Nothing to lose here. Why you want to worry? Don't ever care too much. It's all will happen. It's a part of the journey. Come on, let's try it out. Let's make something new. And like that, doing the client, one client gone into five clients gone into 10 clients. After that, we built a process, and with that process, we asked for upfront, and then the money started flowing for a cash flow. And then we planned for, okay, now the trustable clients are with us. Now when we are going for new acquisition client, we can do some service for getting do it in an initial and prove it, but some service we need upfront to do it, and then we deliver it. Then slowly adding up that rest of the percentage of services with the payment to flow, the cash flow started. And we have a strong accounting and financing team who did a great job in managing all those aspects. There are lots of hiccups will come and go, but if you have the willingness to serve, continuously have the serving mentality, you don't want to worry much about that. Bootstrapping is not that hard, but it takes time. But you should not feel that, I have initiated a business or service industry or whatever you have started, you shouldn't go back off in first 3 years. At least you want to give your full time energy into that, having some backup plan. If you're already employed, it's fine, you can do it in part time and you can make it out. But I'm saying that you shouldn't go off in first 3 years minimum. You want to put your 100 percentage whenever you get the time of attention to do so, by building the client base. Or if you are going for a new industry, you want to ask the feedback from the external world. Then you know in what direction you can go, and then we can make use of that continuously. And it will lead into the till now I'm saying that bootstrapped from zero to what I have earned. It's more of like what my mom and dad, everyone asked, I have given them more than 100 times what they asked for. That's my fulfillment. They're happy on themselves. It's done. And myself, I am completely now focused on growing agencies, because I love to serve clients. That's coming from within. So in that way, I have chosen this career. and it's going good.
Okay, thanks. So, tell me one thing. You just mentioned a couple of points which were highlighted while you were sharing your answer. So, like respect, for your team members, building trust, and giving it 100%, in fact, more than 100%, to retain clients, and not focusing on what you are going to earn out of it, but first focusing on making sure that the service that you are providing is to the best of your ability. It's beyond your client's expectations. So out of all of that, if you had to just pick up one leadership lesson and share with somebody, yeah, with your mentees or the future leaders, what would that be? Yeah, just one. It could be a one sentence answer.
Have strong tolerance level. That's it. If you are tolerated for any situation or any problem, or if you any challenges come along, that's enough. If you keep on focusing to increase the tolerance level, it's like a building muscle. If your tolerance level, you should not, you need to stand there, serve, continuously have the serving mentality. You don't want to worry much about that. Bootstrapping is not that hard. It's not working out me. I couldn't know. Everyone are telling me as a negative, and others' opinion are spoiling my thoughts, and I can't even step out of my bed to do the stuff, and they have demotivating me, and everyone just saying that you are not capable enough. What the thing you are doing, and everyone are not even, no one even praising you, no one even motivating you, no one even there to take you to the next level, but only the person in the world to move to the next level is that you. Only you can live your life only by yourself, because not a single person will come and rescue you. Just build the tolerance level. The tolerance level, if you keep on building it, my tolerance level before 10 years and the tolerance level what I am now having is a different. So that kind of, whatever the big happiest news or the worstest news it's coming along, I don't want to think, it's nothing to worry about that. Everything can be addressed. That tolerance level, I also continuously learning. If I'm learning and if I'm saying ahead of 5 years and seeing back, now I'll say that now my tolerance level gone little higher than what I was back inwards. Like that you want to have. That's the one great leadership quality. As I say, you want to have the strong tolerance level.
So, Prady, thanks for sharing that. Now, I'll just try to, share something with you that at amazing workplaces, we believe that a company's culture is shaped by its leaders, and that's a known fact for every one of us. So, what's that one practice or value that you consistently follow in your own organization to create a positive and productive workplace?
Thank you for bringing this question, Ekta. It's more of, I will tell a person, suddenly we will increase the people's count, or when we are making a new people to join into the company, and initial in few rounds on interview alone, you can't judge how the person will be a great, or he can do some stuff, or he feeling some difficulty to do the stuff, because we still in the process of understanding that people to the talent skill set level to match up. Because I will tell that if he is a good SEO analyst, then he comes with a backdrop of having an innate talent like analytical skills, creative thinking, and strategic mindset, and they have something like a strength related with that kind of stuff. If someone is coming with designing ability, we want to see that how the artistic skills he is coming up with. But if some people have randomly selected their career, but they're thinking everything will work out for me, wherever I go I can do anything, it's not going to work in that way. First you need to know what you know the best, or else at least you need to know what you can't do. Because most of them here will think like doing trivial works or repetitive works, they will try to understand that the work which they have done alone have done a great output. But that's not it, like the case will happen when a challenging project or a big competitive project comes, because they will think like if we apply the same kind of stuff into the big big such kind of a situations, it won't happen in that way. The person who really can do is the person who know what he already have an innate talent to bring it. If I say that you are a good podcaster, you can ask whatever the thing has been there. You can do this stuff continuously for every day, every month, every week, whole 6 months. If I am just entering into be a podcaster, I will be interested for first 3 months to do so. After that, it will drain my energy because that's not my part of play, but that's your part of play. Like in that way, we need to understand that what really driving me. It's same work for everyone. I will say that it need to have the sense of fulfillment on every individual day. They need to feel they're at least progressing something. Okay, I won't get tired if I'm doing some stuff which I am really motivated. Okay, if that's giving me drive. That's giving me energy. If something giving you energy continuously, you are feeling every day, every week, every month, then I will say that the team who are assembled in that way, they itself become a huge part of valuable assets for the company, and the culture will be so positive. Because obviously I will just try to connect with the people as how they also want to connect with me. It's more of like nothing like reporting as a huge this layer, that layer. It's all for documentation, but for accountability alone. But rest of the thing, everyone have their equal part of respect. When you find along with this talents to their innate strength matching, like this is what this person is born for. Okay, he can do this stuff far better than anyone else. Like that, if we little bit part of their journey to activate their skill set, then they have realized that. I will say that till now, those people are the most happiest people in our company. I know in instances 5% to 10%, the people who have suddenly have came through. We also may have misunderstood their ability, and like it's also our mistake as well. It's not. I will not say that their people's mistake as well. It's a mistake of our sourcing and recruitment, our responsibility as well. So it's more of we couldn't give the ecosystem where they can thrive with energy consistently. Because if they can't thrive consistently, then I'm asking a accounting person to do the designing output by repeatedly informing him where is the output. I'm asking a executional guy to go and do the sales stuff. Do the sales, go to call them, speak the client. He can't do that. He can do the great stuff in executing the stuff what he already have an innate talent for. I can only ask for a person who can meet the strangers without having any hesitation, like win over the others. He can do the sales. Those people can continuously talk with a stranger 40 minutes, 1 hour. How come you can say a guy who can do great stuff and SEO work, or with some kind of an campaign analyst work, or maybe a campaign specialist work? I'm asking him to do that stuff in opposite direction. It is not good for them as well. It's not good for them. I am just doing that mistake. So I want to guide them. This is what you are born into. You have such kind of ability to do so, because I have that strong capability to find what that person is will have the strength to really thrive. That is working. When that is being a kind of a team we assembled, when we are focusing that alone for every individual, culture, happiness, as a family talks, everything will follow backward.
Now, Praddy, coming to another question, they say that great leadership starts at home. So, how has your upbringing, or personal life influenced the way you lead?
One thing I can say, my mom and dad gave me the complete freedom to explore. They never ever restricted me to do. But whenever I'm going off track, they will try to knock my head and take me in on track. But they will let me to try lots of things. That's the same thing I am even planning to do for my kids as well. So that's a one great thing I want to get. Say that my mom and dad have given that kind of a freedom and they have sacrificed lots of things for his son happiness and everything. I will say that that kind of a freedom upbringing with proper guidance, making me spiritual, and taking me to all kind of good habit building places. That is the only thing which I can say, that I taken that same value, have built with that foundation. What I wanted to make the same foundation of giving the back to my all of my people, the freedom, strong values, and if they are going off track, guiding them, coaching them to bring back on track. It's more of like adding few other things from my own learnings on the journey. That is what actually making to even that's exactly passing on to my two sons who actually been also in the same track. I will say I'm so glad to have such kind of father and mother who have made me in support of that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that's an important lesson also that we learn. And I really like it that you are not just to your own children, but to your people at the organization as well. You are giving the same values, because uh, this way you are able to create an organization that's really commendable. And I hope more people can learn from that and create such.
Because Ekta, as you have highlighted, I won't be two different person in home and office. It's more of that's what we need to bring out. It's more of like what you are actually being a person. You can't hide another person for long term. You want to be have the same values. Yeah, personal matter is all fine. Personal, professional, we can split all those things. But I am saying about the character, the personality, and the values. That can't be two different persona. He need to be the same in home. If I am following certain things in home, I want to follow the same thing in company as well. So in that way, I was more aligned.
That's great. In fact, recently I heard Sudha Murthy say this particular thing about alignment of your thoughts, alignment of your actions, and alignment of whatever you're propagating as well in life. So that's a very important factor, and I think that grounds your character, as a human being as well. Yeah, and like you
Exactly.
said, spiritually also you're very aligned, and your parents have
Yes.
helped you to root yourself deeply into spiritualism as well. I think that's another added advantage of.
Yes.
And thanks for sharing that part of your life, Prady. So now, Prady, tell me one thing. Looking back at your life, is there any piece of advice that you feel that your younger self would have benefited from hearing? So yes, we have been talking about how you have been resilient, how you have been dedicated yourself to a particular thing and moved on ahead in life. But still, do you think despite being so successful, is there anything which you feel that you could still have benefited from if you would have heard it early enough in life?
I tried way more multiple things before coming into the same conclusion. But initially, what I have started as a same pathway is what again, after all kind of tries and months, years, I am coming back to the same thing, where that kind of the trial and error alone I must have controlled into little bit with much more focus. I will say that if I have made that distractions got reduced alone, be to my younger self, if I said, then I will be obviously 5x, 5 times more bigger than what I will be now. So that is what I have realized. I want to say to the younger self, don't distract, don't care too much as something, what if that will happen, what if this will happen, how this will going to happen. Just stick with one thing, give your full attention and make your energy everything into that until you see the small progress. Just to feel the progress is happening is enough for you to move to the next stages, rather than scattering, having a lots of diversified tries and lots of different hands here and there, no, it won't work like that. That is the only thing I want to tell to my younger self. If I that alone I have reduced. I won't say that it can't be happening for everyone. They need to try a lot. They need to have a couple of tries here and there. It's all fine, but they need to quickly pivot into the right focused area. Then they don't want to waste years. They don't want to waste much more the time than what needs to be done in the focused area. Right. So that is the one thing I want to tell to my younger self. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I think that was really nice. So, Praddy, tell me one thing. When people talk about you as a leader beyond your professional achievements, what's that one thing you hope they would say about you?
Energy, the most positive person. When I talk with him, I'm so feeling happy. Even if I talk with you for 15 minutes, I will feel comfortable after that. My stress have gone down. That's what they will feel. That's what still I wanted to do more. I will try to do more continuously.
Okay, that's good. So now coming to the final question. If you could enjoy coffee with any leader or famous personality, past or present, who would it be and why?
The Paytm founder, who is Vijay Shekhar Sharma, because he's more down to earth, energetic person, the more positive mindset, and his resilience level is much more beyond whatever the level it is. Because one thing, everyone told they have find the entire financial disruptor is about Vijay Shekhar Sharma, and after that, initial days their overvaluation has been criticized lots of hiccups happened, and again they are bouncing back from that. But his resilience and tolerance level from the journey of full of appraisal to the criticism, and again how he bounced back to the next stages. Now he is bouncing back to the stages of what it has been in the industry as a top notch, until he have the same mindset of energy and resilience. Just having a cup of coffee along with him will educate me more. Than that's what I will say, that he's a very wonderful human I haven't seen. But the same thing is, lots of thing is also as a challenge he faced, which easily other person can't digest. So I want to have a cup of coffee with to know how he is handling that, how he can really handle that kind of a situation.
Good, interesting. So thanks so much, Praddy. I think you answered all these questions really in an interesting manner, and I hope our audience actually connect with those kind of things. I'll quickly shift on to the rapid fire round now. And your first question for the rapid fire round is: what is the best compliment you've ever received?
So humble.
Okay. A habit you are proud of?
Decision making.
Okay. A memory from your first ever job?
Got my college spent in a month.
Okay. If not digital marketing, what career path would you have chosen?
Something creative in the same digital marketing industry.
Okay. What's the next thing on your bucket list?
Need to grow along with my team to the next stages where they want to feel great.
Okay. What's the biggest misconception that people have about you?
Same here, taking decisions without thinking, but I will analyze deep before taking any decisions.
So they feel that you have taken it without thinking, while you have actually, gone deep into it, and then you.
Yes.
Okay. Describe your leadership's philosophy in a hashtag.
Stay connected, stay energetic.
Okay. If your life were a book, what would the title be?
The only person to prove in this world is only you.
Okay. A book or mentor who changed your perspective about life?
The books I got inspired from Dale Carnegie, how to influence and how to make great friends. So many of his writings I was inspired. Oh,
That's a classic. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, the last one in this, complete the sentence, if I could, I would.
If I could learn more with consistent energy, I would be the greater person every single day.
Okay, that's great. So you focus on learning, yeah?
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Praddy. I think that was a awesome conversation that we had today. So much to learn from your experiences about digital marketing, about business, about entrepreneurship. Thank you so much once again for being on the show, and wonderful having you as a guest today. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Ekta. You have asked the question which we can only answer from our subconscious mindset. It will be unprepared, but you can get the wordings out of my inner being. That's great. That's great to connect with you. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
for
Thanks.
sure.
Once again.